fellow veteran activists, and hello all the new activists around here. If there is anyone who is not vegan yet, maybe passers-by or police officers, it's a great day to go vegan today. And of course, I'm not talking just about food. It's also clothing, entertainment, saying no to universities and drug companies that test on animals. It's just being part of this amazing movement that says no, no, we do not want to be anywhere near anything that is stolen from animals. Activism is everything, and every single one of us, every single one of you has a potential to make this world a better place for its least respected constituents, our fellow animals. We all can do it. But we need to be hardcore activists. It's not enough just to sign online petitions and share photos of your vegan cupcakes on Instagram. We need to be like a dog who woke up in the middle of the night and saw that the house was on fire and started barking really loudly to wake everyone else up. Our barks must be really, really loud. Because as Desmond Tutu said about people who do not want to hear a message, it is really hard to wake up someone who is just pretending to be asleep. One of our jobs is to talk to anyone who cares about environment that there is no such thing as a meat-eating environmentalist. Tell them that raising animals for dairy, for meat, and also for wool and leather are the largest sources of methane and carbon dioxide. Tell them that half of the world's water resources are used for animal agriculture. Half. And you cannot be environmentalists if you are wearing leather. Tell them about the cocktail of chemicals that is used to process leather. And if they do not care about other species, they should at least have some compassion to our fellow humans who work at tanneries, get sick and die prematurely. And you cannot be a non-vegan feminist either. How can you be talking about women's rights when your mouth is full of body parts of small, tortured, and probably female birds? Aren't they women too? They are. Only supremacists think that they're not. And there is no way to justify treating female animals as baby-making machines. Like those mink on fur farms that are forced to produce even more minks just to be killed for fur coats. Or monkeys and mice in laboratories who are made to make more monkeys and mice only to be killed in painful experiments. Or hands on factory farms. And who made us these evil gods that rape and artificially inseminate cows only to steal their own breast milk from their babies just to make pizza topping? We are not gods, and animals are not rubbish. We need to fight these atrocities. We need to be activists. And it's because of student activism. 1/5 of young people now believe that by 2030, the world will stop eating meat. It is because of consumer activism. Companies that used to produce food made of chicken are now investing in vegan protein. It is because of activism that almost every designer now went fur-free. And right now there is a fashion week in Helsinki that is not just fur-free, it's also leather-free. Just because of activism. So let's keep pushing. It is because of whistleblower activism, online activism, boycott activism, so many food and alcohol companies stopped these hideous tests when they were implanting chips in animals' heads and then starving them. Then over now. It all happened because of our activism. And we all are against exploitation in the world that is packed with exploitation. We live among people who do not notice the atrocities. So to break them out of their obliviousness, we need to forget two of the worst words in English language. Comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone and embrace four of the best words ever put together. A bit of effort. Because all the major changes in history happened because people just like us, just like you, right here, put a bit of effort and had a different vision from current reality. So we can do that too.
Yeah, we can!
Every night, animal abusers kneel by their beds and pray. They pray that we wouldn't have stamina and that we would be distracted. So let's have stamina and let's not be distracted. Let's unite, let's fight together. Let's keep our eyes on the prize. And at PETA we absolutely know that we will eventually win. At PETA alone, we already brought over 1,000 criminal charges to animal abusers. We shut down so many facilities, including laboratories from which we rescued cats and dogs, or a fur farm from which we rescued 400 chinchillas just before they were meant to be sent to be electrocuted. We've shut down roadside zoos, and you know why it all happened? Only because our members put a bit of effort and activism, and that's it. And let's show other people that other animals, even the smallest ones, are so amazing, so they all should be treated with respect. And animals, they can do things that humans can't possibly do. For example, do you know that chimpanzees are faster than humans in memorizing numbers when they pop up on the screen? Or that tiny bogot moth, which is a tiny animal the size of my thumbnail. So this mighty animal can fly over 1,000 kilometers in the dark to a cave where they spend winter. And they use the magnetic field of the earth to navigate them. And so do pigeons. Animals communicate and can see colors. They can see colors that are outside of our scope of vision. And dogs have wonderful noses that can even sniff cancer or find things that are dug deep under earth. All animals are amazing. Yet some humans still treat them as toys, as live lab tubes, as nuggets, who they are not. So we cannot really be silent. We need to educate people. We can't let human stupidity and ignorance lead to such misery for animals. So let's do something today. Let's all of us here pledge to do 5 things every single day, just 5 things to help liberate animals and to educate other people. It's not difficult, but it is our ultimate responsibility. Let's do it. And we should never worry about being unpopular, because if everyone was afraid of being unpopular, we would never have had Mahatma Gandhi or Nelson Mandela. It shouldn't be stopping us. Frederick Douglass was born into slavery. Eventually he managed to escape, but then he fought and helped others escape too. Now imagine that you and your friends were somewhere out and you were kidnapped and you were taken in a truck and you were sent to be killed. But you managed to escape. What would you do? Would you keep living your life as normal, or would you go back and help save your friends? Well, our friends are right now in that truck going to a slaughterhouse. So we must be taking it seriously. It's our job, it's our responsibility to save them. And officially for humans, slavery is over now, but for so many other species who can feel pain, who can feel joy, who can feel fear, just as we do, slavery is still a norm. Millions of animals are right now in cages, in laboratories, in tanks, in water parks. So it is our responsibility to come and help them. And it is like, and to do it, we don't even need to risk our own lives. And it's like with LGBTQI plus movement. When PETA just started back in 1980s, people were afraid to come out if they were not heterosexual. But at PETA, we encouraged people to come out to openness. At PETA, we hired gay staff members. At PETA, we celebrated their gayness. And imagine what the world would be right now if gay people didn't take risks and if they didn't have straight allies to help them. It would be a different world. And please don't let anyone tell you that we animal rights activists shouldn't make analogies with other movements, because we all should be united for all justice everywhere. It's like Martin Luther King, who said that injustice somewhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And as feminist Gloria Steinem said, we all are linked, not ranked. Let me finish up by reading you something. It's a quote from Heidi Stevenson. Given that animals who do have voices, we just can't hear them, are treated in a way that no living being should endure. And given that there is no such thing as humane meat or humane milk or humane wool or humane leather or let's meditate on the hell we don't want to be part of. Let's cultivate our empathy and compassion. Let's appreciate animals' consciousness. Let's activate for immediate change. Let's participate in eye-opening protests. Let's advocate for the rights of our fellow beings. Let's alleviate all the suffering we can. And let's not mutilate, not violate, not disseminate, not dominate, and not humiliate. Let's not hesitate to tell the truth. Let's emancipate, educate, and facilitate animal liberation now.